Well, hey, alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to take you through some of the best features on the DJI Osmo action camera. A bit like the Rocksteady, the D-CINELIKE and colour modes and stuff like that. Show you how versatile it is. Let's dive right in. The DJI Osmo action camera. Awesome bit of kit. Show you some of the settings and we'll do a couple of little tests as well, so hang fire and enjoy this. So yeah, budget setup I've got, you're looking around about, I think, ballpark figure 300 quid all in. Camera, microphone, cage, stand, adapters, the whole works. The links are in the description below for all that, but that is basically the vlog setup. So obviously DJI Osmo Action came out with this camera, I think it was early 2019, I think it was. And it was the first professional action camera that had a front-facing screen, so perfect for vlogging. Frame yourself up, perfect. And the amount of settings that you can change and dive into on this is crazy. Full manual settings, you know, ISO, your shutter speed, the color grading, and obviously the image stabilization as well. That's called Rocksteady with DJI. We'll have a little test of that as well. So let's dive in quickly, show you some settings. See what it's like. First of all guys, you've got your quick switch button, as you probably already know. Click it once and it goes to the front facing viewfinder, and then click it again, goes to your rear viewfinder. Awesome stuff. To get into your different shooting modes, just slide it from the top, and there you go, you've got your resolution on the top, your 720, which nobody really wants to film in. But that also records all the way up to 240 frames per second. Awesome little feature that. So here's a little example guys of recording in 240 frames per second at 1080p, and then in post I reduced it down to 10%, which gives you 24 frames per second. Check this footage out, awesome. It goes all the way to 4K 4:3 as well, 30 frames per second. Rocksteady only works on certain ones, so you get 1080p, you get to, I think it's 60. Yeah, it gets to 60 and then it turns off after that, which is still good though. Apparently the Rocksteady works better on, well, what I've heard is using 2.7K resolution. It works better on that, but I haven't tried that yet. I've just done it on 1080p. So guys, to give you a couple of little examples of what the Rocksteady's like when it's on and when it's off, when I've been drumming, and I actually went for a little jog as well to show you, so check this out. If you just want to change your shooting mode yourself, instead of going through like the quick switch and things like that, just press your little icon in the bottom corner here, and then you get your different video modes, time-lapse and hyperlapse. I haven't tested out the hyperlapse yet, but I did do a time-lapse. Have a little look at this. So yeah, once I found out that it was actually waterproof without any sort of housing or casing, I had to try it out. And obviously I got my daughter to help us as well, so check this little video out. Let's do a quick waterproof test on the DJI Osmo Action. It says in the instructions, without a case, it's waterproof up to 11 meters, I think it is. Obviously I'm just going to be using my little setup here. I used a similar sort of underwater setup for one of my videos. If you check that out there, some epic footage on that. Let's drop it in and see if it's actually waterproof. Yeah, I'm too scared to drop it in, so I'm going to need my daughter to come and help us. Right guys, so I've got my assistant here, Sophie. You want to say hello to YouTube?
Hi.
Like I say, she's doing it, so if it breaks, it's her fault.
No!
Can you hold it and just hold that to the camera there? So I'm just doing full auto mode, guys, just 1080p, 30 frames per second. And we'll drop it in and we'll see what happens. Right, press the red button on the top, sweetheart. It's recording this time. Right, just drop it in like normal, like we did before.
Are you recording?
Yes. You want to pull it out?
Oh, sorry, babe.
Let's see if it's still working. Still recording. That's good.
You get it out first, Jessica.
And if you're on the main screen and you slide over from the right, this is where you get your manual settings. So it's on auto at the minute. For your shutter speed and things like that, ISO, and if you go on manual, you can literally change anything you want. See, it's changing there, and then your shutter speed as well. That's great though, so if you want to stick to that 180 shutter speed rule sort of thing, where you double your shutter speed for your frame rate, that's excellent. If you go on video, this is where you get your D-CINELIKE, DJI sort of color grading mode. And then D-CINELIKE, it gives you that flat sort of color profile, which then you can color grade yourself in post. That is a cool thing. Change your white balance as you normally would. Underwater. And then custom, you can change the Kelvin like you would normally do on your camera, which is very cool. And you've got de-warp on and off as well for when you've got Rocksteady on. Awesome stuff. And if you slide over from the left, you get your viewfinder. So you get your videos that you've already taken. You can see there. Plays them back perfectly well. Just slide up from the left hand side for the brightness, and then that side for the volume. So really good. No, you don't want to hear any of that. So very user friendly. And if your screen goes off as well, like the timer settings, if you just press the record button at the top once, it automatically comes on and starts recording on the setting that you've got it on, which is cool for doing a quick snapshot, quick video and things like that. So there you go, guys, that is pretty much the DJI Osmo action. Wanted to just go through a few things for you, do a few tests and show you the setup I've got anyway. So hope you like this video. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. It helps my little channel out loads. Until the next one, cheers guys.